Young Pistachio from Kayali has become one of those perfumes that gained like cult-like following in the past year or so, year and a half maybe. And just like Angel Share, Baccarat Rouge, every 52 business hours, I feel like there's another dupe coming out. And you know, our favorite Zara, our favorite dupe house, Zara, they're no different. I think they just came out with the best dupe though. So if you're interested in finding out what this is like and how it compares to Young Pistachio, just keep watching. This is Moonlight Whisper Intense from Zara. I believe it was in collaboration with the perfumer Jerome Epinet, and he has made perfumes for like Byredo and other like large perfume houses. So when I saw this collection, well, this is the intense version. There's a regular Moonlight Whisper, which he collaborated on. When I saw that collection, I was like, yes. But at the same time, it's Zara. So I was just like, let me wait and see. But then this came out and I was like, I need this. I saw pink sugar, whipped vanilla, pistachio, and was sold immediately. So I ordered it. And on first sniff, right, on initial spray, you get the like, maybe like a cherry note. It's powdery, it's creamy, a little bit of nuttiness, not too much just yet, but it smells almost identical to Young Pistachio in the beginning. This doesn't have a profile on Fragrantica, so I wasn't able to find like the exact breakdown of notes, but the Zara website says it has almond cream and violet in the top, and in the base it has vanilla and sandalwood. Then on the bottle itself, it says there's pistachio, pink sugar, and whipped vanilla. So in my mind, the top is again the almond cream and the violet, and then the mid notes are the pistachio, pink sugar, and whipped vanilla, and then in the base you have that vanilla and sandalwood. So that might not be the like correct proper breakdown, but just from deduction, that's what I think it is. Overall, this is like pistachio on a bed of like cream with like a cherry on top. Not quite gelato because it's not as dense as the Kayali pistachio, but it's still quite creamy and quite nice. The only thing I don't see listed on the site as one of the notes is like that cherry that I smell in the beginning. There's definitely something fruity and kind of tart in the opening, but it's not listed, so there's that. But like I said, this in the opening smells almost identical to Young Pistachio, but just like a diet version, which most of the Zara perfumes end up being that way. They smell almost identical, but it's just like this like this like little like watered downness of it. The dry down to me is where this kind of shines the most and where it starts to depart from Young Pistachio. To me, this dries down a little bit more with a caramelized pistachio, whereas Young Pistachio from Kayali dries down to like a sweet, marshmallowy, creamy. I don't get pistachio at all in the dry down with Young Pistachio. How many times am I going to say pistachio? Anyway, this dry down is more caramelized pistachio, but instead of turning sweet, it turns woody, which I'm assuming is from the sandalwood in the base. It's a sweet woodiness, of course, but it's still woody nonetheless. It's not gourmand like this one dries down to be. For the who, what, where, and when, or who, when, and where, right? To me, this is a feminine leaning unisex perfume. It's feminine leaning in that it is sweet, but it returns unisex because in the dry down, it becomes a little bit more woody, and I think it will appeal to more people than Yum Pistachio because it's not as like gourmand and sweet. So if you're a gentleman that likes sweet perfumes, is confident enough to wear sweet perfumes, I think you'll like this. Projection, longevity, sillage. So basically the performance of this perfume. This actually kind of shocked me, right? Because Zara perfumes are not long lasting to me. I usually get about 3, 4, maybe 5 hours with them. But after that, you have to reapply or they just become a skin scent. This one, however, shocked the hell out of me. I know it's an intense, but I still didn't expect it to perform how it did. This lasted on me a good 6, 7 hours. On skin. On clothes, it lasted much. It stays until you wash your clothes or your jacket or whatever. It projects out about maybe a half arm to an arm's length. So that's really, really good for Zara to me. The sillage. The sillage is where this really shines for me. I will come back and my room still smells like I just sprayed this. Like there's still a cloud, a fragrance cloud of pistachio, yummy, creamy goodness floating in the air. So performance for this gets an 8 out of 10 for me. And for Zara, that is absolutely insane. A comparison of the two, right? The initial spray of these two are almost identical. The only thing is this one is just watered down. It smells watered down. If you've ever had like juice that you poured water into and you still taste the juice that's there, that flavor is still there, but it's just watery, it's just diluted. That's the effect that this gives. This is just like the undiluted juice. This is the watered down juice. The dry down, this turns a little bit more sandalwoody, creamy, and this is just straight gourmand, whipped cream, vanilla type scent. Both all season, inoffensive, works on a multitude of people, granted that you like this type, but I think this would be the more masculine choice, even though it's still sweet. Don't get me wrong, it's still sweet, but this would be like the more feminine choice. This is just more masculine because it does kind of get woody in the dry down. Projection, longevity, and sillage wise, I think Kayali is just the better performer. It's more well-rounded, but the sillage for this beats out this. Like, I can't lie, this lingers for days. Out of the 50,000 dupes that Yum Pistachio has gained over the past like year and a half, this is my favorite. I think this is the closest one to this. So if you're looking for a dupe, try out the Zara Moonlight Whisper Intense. I think you'll enjoy this one. So yeah, that was a lot. In the sea of Yum Pistachio clones, this holds its own, but in my opinion, nothing really beats the original. And that's not me being like a purist or me being a perfume snob where, oh, if you don't have the original, you're whatever, right? Because I feel like that conversation should be nuanced because not everybody can afford $100+ perfume. Some people can only afford the $30 dupe, right? And I don't think it's fair to gatekeep a fragrance profile. You don't need to copy it outright, but yeah, that's that's another conversation. That's a touchy conversation in this perfume community, but yeah. Yeah. The original just has like that perfect combination of everything I would be looking for in a gelato inspired perfume. So that's why I say this, nothing beats the original, because I don't want my gelato to start smelling like sweet sandalwood, if you get me. I want it to be sweet from beginning to end, because I bought a gelato perfume, so that's what I want it to smell like. But don't get me wrong, I carry this in my bag. So I'll apply this in the morning and this to top up throughout the day if I need to, and match made in heaven. I also think using the both of them will help in not going through this as fast, because for whatever reason I go through these bottles super quickly. I think this might be like my second or third bottle, and I've had to cut down on how much I use it because I don't want to keep on buying $100+ perfumes. So yeah, that being said though, I'm always on the hunt for a good dupe of Yum Pistachio. So if you know any, let me know in the comments. But yes, that is it for me today. Well, for right now, because I'm filming another video after this. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. We're trying to grow over there as well. And I'll see you next time.